gorgeous. This is weird. I feel like I look like I've got different lighting than usual. I don't know what that's all about, because it's the same old lighting as always. But you know, we're still doing Halloween here, so in honor of that, I'm way too great. I'm wearing my, in honor of that, I'm wearing my Alfred Hitchcock necklace. See, it's got full frontal face and profile both. I got this on Etsy, and I will list the link below. I'm not even sure they're... Oh, well, you saw it. Okay. I'm not even sure they're still a store. But anyway, I also got these little spider earrings on Etsy, and I just got those like a couple weeks ago. So I'm sure they're still around. I'll list a link to that too in case y'all are interested in Halloween jewelry. And I'm going to do one look today instead of two, because it's a small palette, smallish palette, and I'm completely made up, even mascara, even eyebrows, and I even put down this powder on my eyes, because the one powder here that would be right for that seems a little dark for my skin. Anyway, what this is today is Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions. And let's open it up and have a nice look. Ugh. Stick something in front of the mirror. So anyway, that's what it looks like. That looks like fall to me. Haha. So as you see, it's all matte with the exception of these two corners. The bottom corner there and this top corner up here. Everything else is matte. And see, it's this one in the middle that I thought I could have put all over my lid, but it's just a tad dark. In fact, I'm going to use that color for my crease. And I'm knocking stuff down. Okay. Not a crisis. I can get it later. Okay, I'm so excited. I guess you can tell. So I'm going to talk while we do this, which is what we... There we go, even closer. Which is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? This is supposed to be makeup and chat. So, excited about a lot of things, some good, some bad. The good news is that the other day we drove down to Tupelo. Well, actually, this little town called... In Mississippi, they call it Saltillo. In Texas, we call it Saltillo. But anyway, now that we're here, we say Saltillo too. Anyway, we drove down, and I was going to bop into my dentist and, you know, try to get a painkiller and make an appointment. And only his receptionist was there. As it turns out, he had decided to take like a 5-day weekend to go to Washington State to see his grandchildren. So, I'm going to start on this crease now. So, he wasn't there, but she made me an appointment. I'm talking to you on Monday afternoon. I hope to post this video tonight, Monday night. And so she made me an appointment for tomorrow, Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. And she said, you know, if I, you know, to try it with the ibuprofen and the Oragel, but if my pain got worse, feel free to call her, and she could call him, and he could phone in a prescription for me. But as it turns out, the pain that I was having from this stuff over here and from that weird thing, the chipped crown, I think must have been slightly barometric in its problem, because it had been threatening rain for a couple days, and once the rain started, the ibuprofen has been enough. And also my feeling that I might need a painkiller might have been just a little bit of nervousness on my part. You know, I wasn't in horrible pain, but I was afraid that I might become in horrible pain. Okay, unfortunately I didn't. Oh man, so many colors. What to decide to put. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm going to go for this. They're all really pretty, y'all. This peach down here in the middle. Whoop, not that yellow. This peach for the lower lid. So anyway, so that's it. That's tomorrow morning. I'm very excited. I think what they're going to do is probably just take a look, assess the situation. I don't know if they'll even do a cleaning because of this open space. That might hurt. And then, you know, make an appointment for the work here, how much it's going to cost, and give me, you know, a schedule of the dates so that I've got the money earmarked and know when I have to be there and so on and so forth. So I imagine I'll be back and forth several times over the next month or month and a half. But man, it's time to get that taken care of. As somebody who is as obsessive as I am about taking care of my teeth, you'd think they'd look better and I'd have less problems with them. Alas, it doesn't work that way. So anyway, then the other exciting thing is we went to see A Star is Born, and I'd like to give you a mini review. I don't know if y'all have seen it yet. But I just wanted to tell you what I thought about it, and let me preface this with a couple things. First of all, I am a big fan of Lady Gaga. I think she has a load of talent. What do y'all think about this pigmentation? I'd call this medium pigmentation. And I'm going to see if I can build it up a little bit because I'd like it a little brighter. I think she's got a load of talent and a load of integrity from what I can tell. And I did watch her on American Horror Story a couple of years ago, and I thought she did a fine job on that. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to see this. And the other thing is that I've seen all 4 of the previous movies. What, you say? There were only 3. There was Janet Gaynor, Judy Garland, and Barbra Streisand. Well, actually, there was one before that, and it was not called A Star is Born. It was called What Price Hollywood, and I can't remember who was in it, but it is a talkie, but it's about acting and not singing, so it's not a musical. So I've seen all of them, and I've liked all of them. My favorites being the first one, What Price Hollywood, and the Streisand. That may or may not tell you anything. I just thought those hung together better. Look, I need to glue my eyebrow down. Okay. So Bradley Cooper directed this and played the male lead. And I'm not sure, I didn't put on blush. I'm not sure if he had any say-so in the screenplay. I think he might have, but I don't honestly know. And here's why I say that. The male character got a lot more focus than he usually gets. He was more fleshed out than usual, to the point that I was almost thinking they should call this, instead of A Star is Born, they should call it A Star is Dying, because it was almost more about him. Almost. But, so while I appreciated that character got fleshed out more than usual, I sort of didn't appreciate it that it did so at the expense of her character. Because she is supposed to be the focus, right? Okay. For under the eye and deepening the eye, I think I'm going to have to use this cinnamon for under the eye and maybe the outer corner and deepening the crease. Because her character I felt like got maybe a little bit of short shrift. I don't know where that came from. Yes, I do. It came from Allegra. It always does. It doesn't dry my nose up very much, but it sure dries my throat up successfully. Okay. So, yeah, I thought her character could have been a little better developed than it was, because heaven knows, as an actress, she's capable of putting in that performance, and I would love to have seen that performance. So anyway, having said all this, don't think I didn't like it. I liked it very much. It was really interesting to me to observe how I think every single one of these movies is a product of its time, and I guess that's true with all movies. But here's the way I think this one was. This is looking a little more red than cinnamon, so y'all don't freak out at the zombie eyes, okay? A thing that always has annoyed me about adventure movies, like espionage, and also kind of science fiction to an extent, it always feels like there's some piece of dialogue that's delivered at the beginning of the movie very quickly, and it's possibly only delivered once. And if you don't get that, you're lost for the rest of the movie. You've got no idea what's going on. And that always happens to me when I'm watching espionage or science fiction. Half the movie I'm scratching my head and going, what? I don't get it. Well, I almost feel like that was happening here. And that if I hadn't had the privilege of seeing the previous movies, there might have been a couple times in this one I'd have been going, huh? What just happened? Let me give you an example. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it and you're going to go see it, you might not want to listen for a minute here. We all know that he kills himself, right? So in this case, what he does is he hangs himself in the garage. We see him give a steak to the dog. We see him go out to the garage and make preparations to hang himself. And then what happens is a series of just cuts. You see the dog lying in front of the closed garage door, and you see something inside that might be a man hanging from the ceiling, maybe. Not quite clear. Then you see a view down the driveway and a flashing blue light. And then I can't remember, the next scene might be her, like, gaga, banging on posters with her fist in the hallway of their house. So this series of 3 frames was to impart, oh, he died. She came home from her concert, found the body, called the police, he died, there was a funeral, and now she's upset that... I'm not sure I would have put that all together if I hadn't seen this before. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, all that said, I still thought it was a wonderful movie. I think she's very talented. And don't get me wrong, I think Bradley Cooper is too. But we have this thing, some of y'all know that I've got these degrees in directing, and that was what I would have liked to have done with my life if I lived in New York or something. But one of the keys to help you discern whose play it is the title. And also, which character changes. That's generally the lead. Okay, she changes. And A Star is Born says it's about her. But the focus of the movie, I think, was a little bit skewed to being about him. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm trying to blend this out a little bit. All right, I do want to put one of these sparkles, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it straight down the middle like I sometimes do. Yeah, so, okay. And then here's a bad thing. Yesterday, Richard and I went out to dinner. We went to a local franchise that we have here in the South. I don't know if y'all have it in the North or not. It's called Cracker Barrel, and they have, God bless them, a veggie plate. So anyway, we go there periodically. And on the way home, just down right at the corner from our house, this little puppy darted out. You know how, I don't know, you know how dogs will try to chase your car. So Richard swerved and avoided this. And I said, oh my gosh, you know, it's just a puppy. You know, it's obviously been watching the big dogs chase cars, and it wants to chase cars too. And even after we turned the corner, it seemed to kind of dart after us. Anyway, so we got home, which was just like 2 houses from the corner. And, you know, parked the car in the carport. And I was saying to Richard, that poor little dog. And Richard said, I know, we're going to be seeing it squished one of these days. And I said, I know. I wonder if we should, you know, just go talk to the owners or something. And then I heard honk, thud, arr! It was that fast. So I went down there, and sure enough, a black truck had hit the dog, paused, drove on. A black RV full of teenagers pulled over quickly and stopped. And the couple came out of the house and started crying. It was a man and a woman, and I guess a relative. Apparently, they had gotten home from shopping or something and were going in and out of the house. And in the course of that, the dog ran out. And he told the dog, no, no, go back in. The dog, of course, would not respond. He went inside to get the leash. And as he did that, the dog got squished. So I don't know why I went down there, but I went down there. And I was just hugging them and saying how sorry I was. And there was another little dog running around. I said, whose dog is this? This one's going to get run over. And it was a neighbor's, and the neighbor got it and took it back. But I just, y'all, if you do not have a yard or are not willing to walk your dog, don't get a dog. Because this is what's going to happen. Now, this was a different set of circumstances. Yes, they were being responsible. And we're trying to take action to get the dog back in the house. But it was just a puppy. Anyway, it was awful. And then I was, you know, kind of kicking myself this morning. Why did I go down there? What could I do? You know, I'm hugging on these total strangers. What is with me that Okay, I want to, it feels like it's lacking something. There is the shimmer here. Yeah, okay, you can't see it. I just feel like I want to put a little yellow in there, and I might look freakish if I do, but I feel like I want to. I think I'm going to use a little of that yellow and just kind of blend it around the top of the crease. I know, y'all know I'm weird. Okay. Anyway. Why did I want to involve myself in these people's tragedy? I don't know. I just seen that puppy. I just looked in its eyes. I just said, go home. Go back in your house. And then we talked about it, you know. And then this horrible thing happened. You know how some of these younger YouTubers will go in this little circle? Yeah, you know what happens when I go in the little circle? I'm not depositing powder, I'm moving my eyelid around. That doesn't work so well for the old broad. Anyway, I want to say hello again to new subscribers. Hello to old subscribers. Hello to those of you just passing through. Thanks for watching my video. Okay, that gave it a little something different. I kind of like what I did with this here. Dragging that up a little darker before I faded it out. Anyway, I kind of like this. It's definitely fall. It is most definitely fall. Okay, I have not done my hair today because I am about to roll my hair for a video. I'm going to do one more Halloween video, and it will be going up either tomorrow, Tuesday night, or Wednesday night, actual Halloween night. It just kind of depends on how long it takes to edit it. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this one, so come watch it if y'all can. Anyway, hope you like this. Huda Beauty. Cool. They've got a bunch of these little 9 pans. You know, I think this is all anyone needs. These are tiny, but by the time you use this up, you're probably sick of it and you want something else. So anyway, I like this a lot. Yeah, medium pigmentation. It blended easily. Very nice colors. I was able to build it up. Okay, cool. Anyway, so that's it. See y'all tomorrow or Wednesday. Love y'all. Bye.